When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Maryland's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
With the catch, it's Manning. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense set for a first down play. Fires deep toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Denmark. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Washington. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time that was a great play call defensively.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. To the air on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Balls in the deep ball. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on second and goal. He leaves it with his back. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They want to run this quarterback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Dropping back, it's Washington. Got it in the middle, it's Manning. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's McConnell. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Under fire. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team.
Number 34, on to punt line.
Catch is made at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. Line getting set on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a
deep shot for the end zone. Trying to ball his way in. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
23 on the play.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And the Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Going right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Makes the catch, it's Manning. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Good enough for first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They're dealing with a second and long. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Terrapins will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Got room on the return. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He's got him. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. To the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That's got it. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Maryland!
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They go to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Caught over the middle. It's Ivy. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off-play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. Crosses the 40. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Trying to beat the D deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Picks up the first down. Turning it on. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Creates a little room. Lots of running room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And the Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He wants it all. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Fighting off the defender. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Great place to start for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, what a cut! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Nittany Lions have moved it inside the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 40. There he goes. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The run from the shotgun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Looking for the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. There's the pressure. Makes the grab. It's McLaurin. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Now from inside the red zone. Snagged out of the air. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Terrapins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long.
Tight end trying to get in. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
The hands team on the receiving unit has got to do a better job. You have got to make sure you end up with the football.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Here comes the heat. Finds his man. It's Humphrey. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys.
Oh, he's got some space. take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Back to pass, it's Washington. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Going to take a shot on second and short. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did.
Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Badgers will put total leather to crank us up. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have the first possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Makes the catch. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rushes on him. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Hansen. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Badgers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively. All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
Not only the 4th and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. A Bring him down with the big play. Will move the sticks. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Ivy.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Bring in the heat. Breaks into the open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Saunders. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Gonna take a shot. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. That keeps the running game chirping. Up of 5 to the 23.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And the Badgers line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the returner goes down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
We'd love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to set up the screen. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. They'll go to the ground. Try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Caught in the backfield. It's Temple. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going over the top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hansen. He'll try to take it back. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Griffin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Got it in the middle. It's Griffin. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Catch in the middle, it's Temple. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right on the money.
Nice job by the receiver on the end round there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Catch in the middle, it's Hilton. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From the gun. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And finally, the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley.
And the Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Completes it in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. Gets it past the marker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the ground. He's got it again.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hilton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And how about that play by that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the right. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Ivy. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Denmark. Open space at the 25. Open space. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
Long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Out of the gun to give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
To throw, it's O'Neal. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Badger! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, They're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man. It's Saunders. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Oh, what a move. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on second and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Nittany Lions will have it first and 10. Might be changing the route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going right and going deep. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Offense right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. That's caught. It's Brooks. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, first and 10. Give to the running back.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Got it in the middle. It's Griffin. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He's got it. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take, Jesse, that big shot to the end zone.
And you know they're already dialing up that shot play, right? Who has the best hands on offense? Who has the best size? Who can go up high point the football and win you this game?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the number forever.
And I think when you're the number one...
College football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Boilermakers will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Penn State's offense will get the ball first. And And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Finds his man. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got the 1st down and more. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Boilermakers offense will take the field for the first time. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a crease to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that is a massive win for this head coach.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave.
There he goes! Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. Oh, better look out! They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And how about the dinosaur, the fullback, getting involved in this game in the passing attack. This is a guy that has really, really good hands, and this offense knows in these types of situations, if they can just find a way to get him involved, he can go score.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to pass. It's Fowler DeColosi. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The give to the tailback.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Snap to the back. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Bauer Nicolosi. Finds his big tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Finally, this use. They've got a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He'll keep it himself. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Right down the middle. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Pulls it in. It's Denmark. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. They're trailing by just 4 to Iowa State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Snagged in the middle. It's Walker. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Wants to throw on third down. Caught behind the line. It's Walker. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to throw on first down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll pull it on the read. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. It's reverse. Running to Green. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trip.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. The sure hands, it's Watson. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Boilermakers will line up. It away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The give from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Denmark. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Saunders. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Sweet putt there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. The give to the big fullback. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick. Oh, he's got some space. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Penn State! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field. This linebacker, he is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this... race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, it's Grant. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's caught. It's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Grant. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you start
turning it on. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Duke. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. If you can just get him out of a spot.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watson. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Joyner. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Watson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.